Welcome back to the Playdate by Freshly Picked. I'm your host, Kaitlin Hansen.
And I'm Mckenzie Richins.
Mckenzie, how's this week been for you?
It was good. I'm trying to think. I can't even remember what I ate yesterday, but I remember that last week was fine. It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
And tell everybody how many weeks you are now.
I will be 23 weeks on Friday. So I am 22 weeks and 3 days. I have it pulled up.
Perfect. Tell me what the little guy's the size of.
Yes, he is the size of a equivalent of an ear of corn.
I love corn.
I actually do like corn.
Yeah.
But I only see it's tricky and no one cares. But I like corn.
They care.
I love corn with like butter and salt. So good, but it gets stuck in your teeth and I don't care for that.
Yeah, I don't like the teeth part either, but love me some
but
corn.
other than that, love it. He is 11.4 inches and he's officially roughly 1.1 pound.
Oh,
I know.
Just a little cutie pie.
He's getting big.
Love it.
They also tell you that this week your baby is developing a sleep pattern.
Okay.
Which I have noticed.
Really?
Because he's a kicker.
Okay.
So I looked it up yesterday and now I forgot what the word was. But my placenta is on the back of my uterus.
Okay.
So I feel him constantly.
Yes.
Because if you have is it an interior?
That sounds right. And I have the one that's like pressed up against my stomach. So it's like they're punching into a pillow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one would be the one where your placenta, I think, is on the outside because you can't feel them.
Yeah, I could not feel either girls until like 20 plus weeks.
Yeah, it's that. I think yours is the one where it's fat facing out. So
then they're
feel
like,
them.
yeah, they're like punching into,
and they are like kind of until they like punch around it.
Yeah.
Mine is on the back.
Okay, so you feel all the things.
I've been able to feel him since like 16 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and then also, this week your baby is producing fat. So right now, at this point in life, he's just getting chubby.
He's bulking.
Which we like.
Yeah. Love a chubby baby.
And then they just tell you like what to eat. And then there he is.
Oh my
That's exactly what he looks like.
Your body this week. He looks like a baby.
He does.
It's like, I remember in the app that I used, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe it's like Pregnancy Plus or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they would show, like what your baby looks like in there. And they go from
they did the 3D thing.
Looking like, like an alien.
Yep.
And Liv, my now 5-year-old, would always, when I was pregnant with Nora, would always be like, can I see the alien baby?
Yeah.
And I could like spin it around and they loved it.
The funny thing is when we went in for our 10-week appointment, which is like the viability check, he looked like just a blob. He didn't look like anything. But then when we went in again at the 12-week appointment, that was when he actually looked like a baby. Like he looked like
that
a
totally
baby.
Does.
But if you look at 2 weeks earlier,
it's just blob status.
He was just a little peanut. But also I had to pee so bad.
I mean, I feel like you can still see that well though.
Well, yeah, you can. But do you see how squished he is?
Yeah.
It's because they wouldn't let me pee. I didn't pee for probably 2 hours because they were like, and they didn't have to take any urine sample, which was annoying that day. But you can tell he's squished. My bladder is squished. They were like, oh, whoa, do you have to pee? I'm like, very bad.
Really bad.
Thank you. Very, very bad.
That's funny.
But yeah, now he's just he just looks like a little guy.
So cute. Talk to me about, has anything changed from the last time we talked about like body changes, things you're feeling?
Yeah, I feel him a lot more now. Like we have little patterns like in the morning. I can feel him like he's just doing like somersaults always in the morning, like 10 a.m. wakes up and then sometimes if I don't feel him, I'll like poke him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Where are you
coming? Wake up. And so I've noticed that a lot. He has they say that their sleep patterns and like the way that they kick and are awake are different. They don't get regulated until about 24 weeks and then they change. They like shift again at like 34 weeks.
Oh, dang. I didn't even know that.
Google. Just Google.
Just the world wide
web. I was just
web.
curious. Yeah. So I've noticed that like he wakes up like 10, he's like awake, happy, around. When I eat, he is like kicking.
Yeah.
I can usually only feel him if I'm like sitting up in bed and like kind of slouched And I can always like feel them on the bottom
Yeah.
and then on my sides. I can
Okay.
feel them the most.
I was always like laying flat and had to like really focus on my breathing.
Yeah. I've noticed that. I also, and I know like everyone says this, well, all the people that I've like talked to, but Ian which is my husband, he's getting so sad because
he can't really feel it.
Well, and I can feel him all day, every day.
Yeah.
And I like will like point, I'm like, honey, like here he is, he's kicking. And the minute he looks, still like just like stops.
He's like, no.
And it's getting to the point where he's like hurt. His feelings are hurt.
Aww.
And I'm like, well, maybe we've tried like talking to him.
Yeah.
But like the minute Ian puts his hand, like the baby is
maybe he just feels so
still.
calm.
That's what I try to tell him.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't know why he doesn't like me. I'm like, well, but also he's not a patient. He's not patient. Like I'll be like, well, just lay here with me and like put your hand on my belly and we'll see if
and then he like
heal.
gets over it.
But he's like, oh, my hand's going down. I'm like,
that was Eric too. I'm like, no, it's not yet.
Yeah. I'm like, he'll do it. Hang on. And like sometimes, because I drink I don't even drink tea at night. I drink hot water with lemon and honey. Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Love it. It's like,
I heard that can help with like acid reflux and things too.
Yes. I actually wonder if that is helping because I haven't had it as much since I started doing that.
Yeah.
Now I'm having a light bulb moment. But because the last time I was on, I had allergies, the whole debacle about if it was allergies, if it was not. And then I texted you last week, got an ear infection.
Which is wild. You were saying you're like, I didn't know adults could get
I was like, I don't think I
But it makes sense because it just drains.
Yeah, but like your immune system is just not as strong.
Yeah.
So because your body's smart and it does this on purpose, but like you have a lower immune system so your body doesn't fight off the baby. That's what you learned. What I learned.
I mean,
again,
I just learned that.
So I like, is it not allergies? Is it allergies? Went to Instacare the first time. They said it was allergies. And then last week I woke up with an ear infection. Like my ear just hurt.
Oh.
And it like was like throbbing. And I called the nurse again and she was like, just go in. Like there's nothing we can do. Just go in. I went in. The sweetest man this time. He's like old and sweet and just talked about my pregnancy the whole time. And he was like, yeah, you definitely have an ear infection. And then he was like, we don't know if because I still kind of had a cough and I had a stuffy nose. The minute I took the antibiotic, which I'm just on amoxicillin, where they're like, it's safe for everyone.
Yeah.
And everything went away.
Okay, well, I'm glad that it went away.
Yeah, and my ear's feeling better, so we're doing good. That was last week. And then, but then like with kicking wise, that I also have been a bit uncomfy, but I've got a lot of time to go. So we're good.
You do.
Yeah.
You do have time. I know you texted me last week saying that you were starting to feel like sicker again at nights.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that was just because of like the sickness, or do you think like
I think it was a
cycling through another wave of the nausea?
I don't know if I'm the nausea. I've been doing better. It kind of just comes. Like it will come and then it will go. Like 2 weeks ago, I try sometimes where I'm like, oh, I'm feeling so much better. I won't take Unisom and B6.
Yeah.
And then the night that we had girls' night and you guys didn't leave until, which like love having people over.
Yeah.
But it was late.
But like, please leave by 9.
But it was late. It was like 11 and I haven't been up that late for so long.
Yeah.
And I went and because I take my prenatal and everything at night because I get really sick.
Right.
Took it and immediately like I'm like sitting up, Ian is just talking to me and then all of a sudden I'm like, and I just projectile vomited.
No.
Yes. And I haven't done that in so long.
Oh my
and I was like, but that had been the first night so I didn't take B6 and Unisom. And then the next night I threw up.
Dang it.
And then I just felt so sick the next day. Like just nauseous all day.
Yeah.
Threw up again.
Gosh,
so I was like, okay. So I went back. Anytime I try to like change up any routine, I get sick. So
dang it. So now
I
you
think
just
I'm
gotta
feeling
stick
better.
to your bedtime.
Yeah, I like stick to my routines and I feel better. But yeah, I'm not. I think I probably am going to have nausea throughout the whole thing. But I think I've just gotten really used to it, and I know like the tells. Like I have to. I eat in the morning. Like I have to have like a normal pattern, and then I do.
I would have to like eat something in bed.
Yeah, like I have to have like a bowl of cereal. Like Ian brought me a bowl of cereal today because you're just starving. And I've also gotten to that point
where you're just like ravenous.
I wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, I'm so just like feel so hungry. So
Yeah.
that was another thing. Like, I just feel like my hunger is just
Kicked up a notch.
yeah. Yeah. This is, and I have been curious to ask you because since our anatomy scan and it came back great, like everything looks good. I feel like this halfway limbo, I've never heard anyone talk about it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm halfway, like he's good, he's healthy. It is going by so slow. Like the last 2 weeks that I've been like, we're now like almost 23 weeks. I'm like, oh, like I just need
like it's harder to wait.
And like it's rainy. I don't really love the rain. Like I feel like my mental, like it's a lot.
Yeah.
But,
so how often are you going in for doctor appointments right now?
well, so I have another one tomorrow.
Okay.
So we went in for our anatomy scan, but that one's not really a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
That
So this
one's
next one's to
just
review the anatomy scan.
Yeah. But I was anxious and I had to call in about my ear.
Yeah.
So when I called, I was like, can you just also like give me, because no news is good news.
Right.
It doesn't work for Kenzie's brain.
Yeah.
So
I also kind of hate that. It's like, just give me a thumbs up. Just give me anything that like.
Right. That everything's okay.
Yeah.
So they were like, we reviewed it. Everything's good. Whatever. So we're going in tomorrow just to review all of that.
Yeah.
And then from there, we'll schedule the glucose test.
Yes.
At probably 26 weeks.
Okay. And let's talk about that really quick.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, everyone thinks it's like disgusting.
You didn't hate it, right?
I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah. I mean, you hear that it tastes good, but I think a lot of people now are like, it just makes you feel sick.
I just felt like it was like a saltier, sweeter, like Gatorade. I did the orange kind the second time.
Uh-huh.
First time I did the lemon lime.
Yeah, well, did you have a preference? Because everyone says lemon lime is better.
The orange almost kind of like, I don't want to say burned my throat, but like, you know, when something's just like way sugar, salty, potent?
Yes.
Especially because I'm an acid reflux girly.
Yeah.
So I felt like that one was worse in terms of like throat, but I don't think they like tasted. It's not good. I mean, I'd rather do that than a colonoscopy clean out.
Which you've had both.
Which I've done that too. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, like, we'll have to see because I don't, but I love snow cones.
Yeah, you'll have to follow up and like let me know how it is. But like, I just think it's funny how everyone's like, that is the worst thing ever. And I'm like, you chug it. Like, you have to drink it in a certain amount of time.
Right. You have to do it really fast.
Yeah. Mine also, they gave it to me to take home on the second one. But then the first one, I drank it in the office.
Yeah. Like, I heard that people, like, the doctor or the nurse has to like watch you drink it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first one.
Yeah.
But then the second, it was like, yeah, they were like, here's your thing for next time. Drink it within X amount of time.
Well, and I've also seen on TikTok that you can like do an alternative where it's like a natural one.
I haven't heard of that.
I don't know where, maybe it's in California. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like where it's just natural. They can like do the natural one.
Huh.
But I don't know. So we'll see if they have an alternative.
I'm interested to see, what your thoughts are
what it's like now. Because I feel like, well, I'm the only one out of our like group of friends that's pregnant right now.
Yeah.
All of you guys, well, Ash was pregnant.
The closest.
The closest, yeah. She's got almost a 2-year-old. But I just feel like things just change so rapidly.
Oh, they do.
So
it's like,
we'll see.
It's wild. Even from like my first to my second. I mean, that's 3 years. But like, yeah, it was
things changed.
Everything was different.
We'll schedule the glucose test, and then I believe I have one more growth scan, and then we'll see when I deliver.
Yeah,
that's probably what they'll say.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think about the 25-week like point when you're like, ooh, I actually feel like that part went fast for me.
Did it?
Yeah, I think because I was like, oh, I'm not like as sick. I'm so busy. I feel good. So I'm like nesting and doing all the things where I'm like, okay, I'm getting the baby's room ready. I'm like buying things. I'm finishing up my registry. I'm picking stuff out. And then I was also like working like a mad woman.
Yeah.
So I think it like went by really quickly. And then it was like the last probably 5 weeks is what was like took the longest.
Yeah. I think it's just like an adjustment from like for the first 20 weeks, you're kind of just growing it. You don't get a lot of answers. And now it is like the nesting time. It's the time that like you get everything. You plan the baby showers, like all the things. So I think maybe I'm just getting more excited and I'm like, okay.
Totally.
And I'm not a very patient person.
Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah.
I am the most impatient. Yeah.
Right.
Have you done any like nesting? Like what kind of things? I mean, you guys are like totally redoing. Like
yes.
The nursery is down to the studs.
It's down to the studs. It looks like a haunted house in there right now, but
not the place to bring the baby right now.
No,
but it will
through
be.
the cracks probably. Yeah. So the day after our anatomy scan, my husband's nesting just like went into high gear, and he ripped down everything for where the nursery, which we have a very old home.
Yeah, you're redoing it.
Everything has to be done. But like, you knew that we had people coming over like on Wednesday. I've been telling you for months.
So funny.
And he just decided the day before we were supposed to have people over that he was just going to rip it, just like rip it all out. And then the day after that, like the state, the county that you're in, like the city does like the dumpster day.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like a national holiday in the Richins family. That's my husband's side of the family. Like everyone comes over. They're like, okay, what are you going to throw away?
Yeah.
Like, so it was a big, so we're doing that right now. So
he probably just wanted to get that all done before the dumpster day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. But also I'm like, okay.
You're like, all right.
You probably could have done that all in one day, but that's fine. So he's been doing that. I finally have I got like a little towel rack thing for the nursery. I have like my registry. I've like really curated it because I'm type A. So like everything
I love doing
really organized. Yeah. And the big stuff is handled. Like my in-laws are giving us a crib, which is so sweet. And then my parents and my mom is going to buy us like the stroller.
Love.
So we're pretty set. He has so many clothes. Oh, so many clothes.
And they're so cute. I mean, the ones that you showed me were so cute.
I mean, we've gotten, like, it was nice. Like, we've been given a lot of stuff, like hand-me-downs. So, like, just lots of onesies and things. And then my mom has been buying since, like,
because first grandchild, she's so excited.
She's so excited. But, oh, yeah. And this baby has 2 nurseries, one at my house and one at my mom's house.
Of course. KK's.
Because, yes, one at Grandma KK's house. So the baby's going to be set with like all the things.
Yeah.
But I haven't really bought any like furniture wise yet.
I love that. The baby's going to be so set.
Yeah. He's set for all of the like, and I even like have been like, okay, these are newborns.
Yeah.
These are
Oh,
like
you're organizing into sizes. Already.
Yeah. Well, just to kind of see, I wanted to get a feel about
get
like
a good grasp.
all the things, because also I'm trying to figure out like, I mean, he's going to be like 0 to 3 months in like the October to like December, and I'm September to November, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like hot but cold.
Right.
So I'm like,
right. You're like, I have
need?
to, and especially in Utah, it's like you never know what you're going to get with the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's going to be cold then.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah. So we're like starting, I feel like I like was doing all the registry and trying to figure out everything that we need for the nursery, and I get overwhelmed, and then I have to like take a break.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. We're definitely now in that. Like the first and second trimester is very much like the first trimester is just hard.
Yeah.
Like, hold on tight.
Yeah.
I don't recommend the first trimester, but it'll be good because you also like you're pregnant, but you don't feel pregnant.
Right.
You don't feel
you
the
have
baby.
like nothing to show for it.
You don't really have a bump. And if you do, it's like bloat.
Yeah.
And then the second trimester is like more fun. You're like, you can start to see like your body changing. Like, is it the baby? Is it not the baby?
But it starts to feel a little bit more real.
A little bit more real. You're feeling better. And then now I just feel like, because we have more days behind us than we do left.
I love it. Well, I'm excited about all the things to come. So excited to check in with you in another 2 weeks and see how things are progressing.
Yeah. Oh, I do have
tell me.
Thing. Because I think we were also talking about cravings last time too. And I have a new one that I eat every single day.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear.
Bagel sandwich, like
Yum.
egg, cheese, and ham sandwich.
Wait, that sounds so good. I want one right now.
But you know who taught us how to make this?
Who?
Is Taylor's mom.
Oh, Julie. Yeah.
Yeah. I have mastered her egg sandwich.
Well, then I want you to make me one.
Well, yeah. So it's toasted, like you got a toasted bagel. And then she would do the Laughing Cow, like spreadable cheese. But I do both. I do that cheese and cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
And then you have to grill the ham.
Okay.
Because it's just better.
Yeah.
And then like people who are a little scared of ham, like, and deli meats, like during pregnancy.
Yeah, as long as it's cooked though.
You can cook it. Yeah. And I've just been cooking it. I get like the deli just like very thinly sliced from the grocery store.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh.
Ian's been eating them with me. And then I just like poach the egg in the microwave.
Perfect.
I've been eating it every day for the past like week and a half.
Well, I'm going to the grocery store after this.
I'll make it to you.
I'll get you some farm fresh eggs. I've got chickens.
Yes, you do. I would love that.
Okay.
So that was like my big change of cravings. Like cereal stayed the same, but I just love a good egg sandwich.
Yum.
I didn't have one today. Maybe I got to go home and make one.
Yeah, you do. Love it. Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.